What is going on, Browns fans? Welcome back to the Cleveland Pulse YouTube channel. I'm your host, Justin Harold, and today I am bringing you guys some late breaking news from last night. A couple of moves that the Browns had happen to them, maybe acquired, lost some players here and there. So we're going to get right into it. Obviously, the first piece of news is going to be that Sione Takitaki has signed a deal with the New England Patriots. He is leaving, he is gone. That now leaves him and Anthony Walker as two linebackers from that core last year who are now gone. But the Browns did very quickly turn around and go, well, this actually happened first, but the Browns went out and signed a 2-year deal for former Vikings linebacker Jordan Hicks. I do want to note here that I did believe I sent Jeff last night when this happened. It was very late at night, but when it happened, it was a move that he had played for Jim Schwartz in Philly, according to Tony Grossi, which I'm going to show you guys here, was a little bit ago, but was where he started his career out, and then eventually, he would move on to Arizona, then Minnesota, where he's been recently. So you can see up here, 6'1", 236 pounds. He's 31 years of age, so he's bringing in that kind of veteran experience that we lose with Anthony Walker. And as you can see here, obviously his time in Philadelphia wasn't all that great. It looks like there was a couple injuries, or maybe he just wasn't playing that well at the time. 16 games in his second season, 12 games in his final season there. And then from that point on, he kind of just blasted off, which is very good. Obviously, you can see here, I'm going to try and zoom in for you guys really quickly. But just like Anthony Walker, when we brought him in a few years back, this is kind of what you're seeing: 149 tackles, 118 tackles, 116 tackles, 129 tackles. And this is him playing 16 games where he gets 149. And then in 17 games, he gets 129 as like a 29-year-old, I'm guessing. And then he doesn't play all 17 games last year. He gets to 107, though, which is still very impressive. And you can see over here, which is also another impressive stat on his end, is he's very active in the pass game. 13 total interceptions in his career, which is great. Looking at sacks, he's not a huge pressure guy by the seams of it. But again, when you bring in a guy who has worked with your defensive coordinator like Jim Schwartz, I very much like how last offseason and this offseason have gone so far in terms of just bringing in guys who we know have a little bit of history in terms of what we're trying to do here and what we're trying to accomplish. And again, like Jeff and I explained in the video last night, it's a lot about trying to not teach a whole new playbook to a player that's coming in. Who knows with Jordan Hicks, maybe some of the wrinkles that are in Jim Schwartz's playbook now are some of the same that were in Philly. So that'd be one thing to look out for. But as of right now, those are the moves that have been made. Zach Moss was signed to the Bengals last night, as well as Joe Mixon being cut. So there's a running back off the board for the Browns. The news out of camp is that the Browns did want to go out and sign a running back. However, they did not want to commit to more than 1 year and not to as much money, which when Jeff and I were talking about running backs last night, we were under the impression of, hey, if they want to sign a guy now, hey, you might have to worry about a Nick Chubb not being ready for the season to start. I think this says that they're pretty confident in Nick being ready. I think they're hoping that with the new running back coach, that maybe Ford will be able to improve in areas that he was lacking last year, that he didn't do so well in. And maybe, who knows, there is still plenty of time. I mean, I don't see Joe Mixon taking a huge pay cut. I don't see Aaron Jones taking a huge pay cut. So it will be interesting to see what shapes out at the running back position. But that is all the news I have for you guys right now. Thank you guys so much for watching the whole video. Please make sure you are liking, subscribing, hitting the bell notification, letting us know what you guys think in the comments. What do you guys think of the signings? What do you guys think of the losses so far? Obviously, the linebacker room taking a little bit of a hit here, but also getting revamped at the same time. Hopefully, maybe Jerome Baker. Going to keep my fingers crossed for that one. But with that all being said, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.